Hey guys, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here, and I got a weird pre-Christmas bump.
Mountain Man, Mountain Man.
Treasures.
Hey guys, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here. I'm a reseller in Montana. It means garage sales, estate sales, thrift stores. I go to those things all the time. I'm buying stuff and flipping it on eBay for a profit. And those profits have been really good here in the last half of the fourth quarter. And typically things slow down in the days in front of Christmas. People, their focus changes from getting the stuff and getting it there in time to what are we having to eat? We got to buy groceries, right? Things start to shift. They know they're not going to get it there in time. So we slow down. I kind of had a bump though on the 23rd. It doesn't usually happen like that. Some of it is thanks to you. So we're going to take a look at what I sold on December 23rd. And then today, as I'm recording this, December 24th, at least the first couple hours of it or so. And then when we come back, I've got to thank you. And here it is, you guys. I mean, it's way more than I anticipated. And a chunk of it is from viewers. So thank you guys so much. Let's go ahead and I guess we'll start with a viewer sale over here. It's actually a pile of viewer sales, you guys. Right here, our final two Nequa art ornaments going out. Shout out Mom, found these at a garage sale. She had a feeling they would sell. I told her she was right, and sure enough, we sold through them. They didn't actually have a very good sell-through rate, but there weren't very many of them listed, and it's tough to check holiday sell-through rates in non-holiday time. You can go to Terapeak, you can look at other things. The 90-day wasn't good, but I looked at them and thought, you know what? Yeah, you're right. I think these are going to go around Christmas. We sold through a couple dozen of them. Lots of different things. I won't take them out, but see, this is hand-blown glass, and then they hand-paint it on the inside of the glass. And this one is called The Lord Is My Shepherd. And this one, I mentioned it, it's going out to a viewer. She said she saw them on a video, loved them, and had to pick up a couple of them. And that's Francie. Francie picked up The Lord Is My Shepherd. I think I sent out an offer of $17 plus shipping, and she bought several things, so we're going to be able to get some of that shipping back to you, Francie. Also picked up this one, bell shape. Good Tidings, Joy, and Goodwill. I think, yeah, two different artists here. And that one, another offer that I sent out of $22 plus shipping. So we'll put those together. But Francie wasn't done. Francie also picked up this watch. Hold on. The magic of YouTube. There it is. We've got an Anne Klein watch. This is a cool little watch. And this, along with this is Luke Skywalker from Star Wars, of course, the Black Series. And just a cool little figure. That's the throne room. He's got the medal and the throne room jacket. Chewie got hosed in that deal. He didn't get a medal. Can anybody explain that one to me? Han, Luke, both got a medal. Chewie was pretty heavily involved in that whole deal. He got squat. I don't know what's going on with that. It's always bothered me. But Luke headed out to Francie as well. This plus the watch, $36 free shipping, and then not done. We got one more for Francie to top things off. This is a Ralph McQuarrie concept art. Ralph McQuarrie was one of the people that did a lot of the artwork for Star Wars, and this was one of his concept art, the original pieces for the original Stormtrooper, and they took some of that concept art and turned it into figures a while back. And so this is a cool one of the Stormtrooper. This one going out for $9.98 plus shipping. And all of those, like I said, headed out to Francie. So Francie doing some pre-Christmas shopping in the store. Thank you so much. She, by the way, over at Hope Ridge Products, and got, I think, almost 1,000 things in the store. So go check it out. There's really cool stuff in there. So go check out Francie's store. Francie, thanks for checking out ours and for supporting that way. Just such an unexpected thing, and so neat that you did that. Merry Christmas to you, to everybody out there. We got a Ford pin here, vintage pin, Ford Motor Company. You might see that in listings for Ford stuff. Put that in there, just like you see G.I. Joe, which we've got one of those related G.I. Joe thing later. A Real American Hero, and that's ARAH. That'll be in listings. Ford, FOMOCO, FOMOCO, Ford Motor Company. So if you're listing Ford, you can put that in the title. But the Ford Vintage Pin sold for $9.98, free shipping. That's not the only pin that we sold. We sold this one as well. Let's turn it right side up. It's a Peterbilt pin. This another one of our vintage pins, fairly recently listed. I think this was a Thanksgiving weekend listing that I put up, and this one sold for $7.49, free shipping. We've got another Star Wars item going out. This is pretty cool. Not super high dollar, but it's a cool little blaster. This came out at the time of Rogue One, and it's Nerf. It's a joint thing with Nerf, but it's got the blaster sounds to it, and it's actually got you pull that back, and you can put the Nerf bullets in there and shoot them out. I don't have any of those, or I could have charged a little bit more for this, but my guess is people maybe paint these and use them for cosplay stuff, especially since we've got the sound effects there. And this one, really, this pulled out of the death pile, and it was only listed for a few days. I got a pretty low offer on it, and I countered back, and before they could either accept or deny, somebody else came in and bought the thing. $9.98 plus shipping. We've got here, this is a Raffle. I don't know. It's a vintage thing. It needs new batteries. It's apparently got a moving mouth. I don't know. But it's kind of goofy looking. They had a bunch of different animals. I got this at a garage sale this summer, and I just had to guess on the price. And I actually got an offer on this one of $20 plus shipping, and I took it. I think I had him up around $25. He's kind of cute. I don't know. There's some of the other animals that they have. He's motion activated, but he needs a new battery, so we can't really see what he does. But Marty Moose is what he's called, which I feel a little bit of an infringement there with National Lampoon.
I gotta be crazy. I'm on a pilgrimage to see a moose. Praise Marty Moose.
I don't know. Somebody got away with something, but Marty Moose, $20. Got a VW hat. This one that came back with me from North Carolina, going to visit Commonwealth Picker at Aunt Lori's garage sale down there. And this one sold for $9.98 plus shipping. This has been listed for a while. Crayola crayons. 64 of them in there. This is back from 2000. This is a vintage tin. And some of these are collectible, just not super high dollar. It is still sealed. This sold for $14.07 plus shipping. We've got, you know this guy. It's Tommy Pickles from Rugrats. He's been hanging out here in the garage for about 6 months or something like that. He was on my table for a while, and now he's finally sold $22 and I believe 39 cents along with shipping. We said G.I. Joe was coming up, and here he is. Look at that. That's Storm Shadow. And this is going out to a viewer of the channel as well. A great friend, Allie, came in and picked that up. So that's going to be a gift to a friend. But then she also picked up these for herself. Storm Shadow is $9.98 plus shipping. And then we've got Rosie the Riveter. And I remember picking these up at a garage sale, having no idea, and I can't find any really like it. And so I thought it was kind of neat, and I just listed it at a price that sounded fair. And Allie picked up a couple. So we got Uncle Sam along with Rosie the Riveter there. I've got one more of those. And then we got a set of earrings as well that I think are really cool with Rosie, little dangle earrings. And so Allie will, of course, be able to get you some of that shipping back. I think I got one more pin, and I think there's a necklace in there as well. But pretty cool. So Allie, that's a neat little pile of stuff, and I'm happy that those are going to make you happy. This one made me happy. This, if you remember, it's already boxed up because it got sent out, it got sold. And it came back to me. I'm not sure why. This was an international sale, and it got turned around. It made it to the sorting center, and then tracking said it's being returned to sender because a problem was encountered. It didn't say what the problem was. Contacted eBay. They don't know what the problem was. What I did is I refunded the buyer the original purchase price minus the shipping. And that was what eBay told me to do. I asked them, I said, well, what about, I'd like to refund them, but I don't want to pay the shipping back because this was not my fault. And it was through your program, the eBay Standard International program. And so they said, you know what, refund the original price, which was $100.10. And they said, if the buyer wants to get that shipping charge back, which was $36, they said, go ahead and have them contact eBay or open a case, which I guess is contacting eBay just another way. And so that's what we did. And I sent the buyer a message and said, hey, here's what I was advised to do. I haven't heard back yet. They've been pretty communicative and very fair and understanding about this whole thing because this was sold about a month ago. And so they've been very kind in messages, not knowing what's going on, randomly asking for updates, that sort of thing. I'm sure I was probably reaching the end of that rope, so I'm glad that it finally did show back up. But since that was all taken care of, I went ahead and listed it again, and it sold within like 2 or 3 days. And actually, again, it's going international, so let's see if it makes it this time past the sorting facility. It's a Coleman camp stove. There's no reason. I mean, it's a hunk of metal, and so there's no reason that it should be getting bounced back. The first time it was actually supposed to go to Kuwait. This time it's going up to Canada. And when I got it back, I actually listed it just a touch higher, and it still sold. This sold for $175.86. Well, $175 Canadian. Once I change that into the US dollar, we're looking at about $130 all in. So that includes the shipping. So we'll end up getting about the same, but maybe a little bit more. So interesting. It sold internationally twice. We'll see if it makes it through the second time around. We've got Tony Hawk's Underground 2 on the original Xbox. This sold actually just this morning. We're sneaking it in. And this is also an international sale. This is going to Brazil. $8.48 plus that international shipping. This one, international, Christmas Bounty. It's got The Miz in it. I don't know. I've actually never heard of this movie. My guess is it's not streaming anywhere, and it's probably wonderfully horrible, is what I'm assuming. It's new and sealed, so we didn't watch it. But it actually sold for $3.99 plus they're paying $17 international shipping to get this thing up to Australia. Pretty crazy. We'll come back to this guy. Here, this was a nice sale last night, and they paid this morning. The 2006 Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. They do that in Las Vegas every year. And I didn't realize this when I bought it, actually, guys. When I bought this, it's just a nice WNFR jacket, leather sleeves. And it's got a big hit like this on the back between the shoulder blades. And then when I got it home and looked at it closer, I realized, it's hard to tell because it's black on black, but this says WNFR Contestant Jacket, which is really cool. It's officially licensed. It's got the PRCA stamp on there. It is an extra small, so that was the one thing it had going against it. It's pretty small, but it's a contestant jacket. I guess maybe a barrel racer. I don't know. It had to be maybe a woman's jacket to be that small. I don't know how many extra small cowboys there are. Maybe team roping, but I don't know. It doesn't matter. It was a cool enough jacket. I listed it, and I got an offer last night that I accepted. $115 plus shipping. I'm pretty sure I paid $20 or $25 for this guy, so that's a great turnaround. And then we got a duck. Look at that. We got a little mini keychain duck. He's coming to us from our friend Shelly up in Canada, and we haven't sold one for a little bit. Cool. I think this is maybe the first black one to sell. Very cool. We sell ducks out of the store, and a portion of the proceeds goes to benefit the Gary Sinise Foundation. They do a whole lot of good things for wounded veterans and first responders, and we're very proud to be able to be partnering with them. And we've sent some nice checks to them this year because of you guys. So thank you so much for coming in and doing that. This one was picked up by Christian. And Christian, I actually don't know if you're a viewer or not. I just sort of assume when a duck sells, it goes to a viewer, but I suppose non-viewers could buy them as well. If you are, Christian, thank you so much for picking that up. and just 5 orders going out on Christmas Eve. This is more what I was thinking we would be. But, I don't know. Things got crazy. We got Monster Jam, the Gravedigger. This is the black version, which is worth more than the white that we've been selling. We have a handful of these as well. This one sold for $14.71 plus shipping. We got over here an art print. This is of the new Avatar movie. Super cool. It's signed by the artist, numbered out of 2,500. Pretty low number there, 324 out of 2,500. This one sold in about a week or so for $19.19 plus shipping. The vest underneath here, LL Bean, I've got one more of these, a different color, I think. I listed them at the same time. And this one sold, it's a large little gray on gray thing here, $14.71 plus shipping for the LL Bean. And then for $19.19, I know, we got a repeat of that one. It's a Carhartt 2XLT. This is nice. I probably would have kept this if it would have fit me, but it's a nice shirt. And yeah, 19 bucks and change for Carhartt. And then over here we've got a trio of ducks heading out. We got a little military trio going to Kathy. Kathy, thank you so much. We've got represented here United States Air Force. We've got, of course, the sailor duck with the Navy. And then we've even got a Marine. So, Kathy, thank you so very much for the support. So really cool sales. Very happy with those. And you saw there at the end, again, we've got some ducks. And we've got some ducks going out. And that's something that's just, if you're new to the channel, it's something just a little bit silly that we latched onto here at the mountain. And the whole idea is you got to get your ducks in a row if you want to sell on eBay, especially in the fourth quarter. But, at any point, if you want to start in the first quarter and you're starting this thing, you're brand new and you're going to give reselling a try, you got to get your ducks in a row. And so we started selling ducks. Now, they're not branded Mountain Man Treasure ducks, and I did that for a couple of reasons. One is the cost. I wanted to keep them to where they were very affordable for people to have them around. And then I also wanted it to be able to fit your style. We have all sorts of different looking ducks, and I've picked them up from several different places. And now you guys are sending us ducks. You're rescuing them from the bins. You're finding them at the thrift store in the toy bags. You're seeing them at garage sales. You guys are sending me ducks. I get duck mail constantly now, and that's just a neat thing, because then we can list those. And those that get sent to us, 20% of the proceeds for those go to the Gary Sinise Foundation. They do a lot of work with veterans and first responders. They build homes and just give them to these folks. They do phenomenal work, and we've been able to partner with them. Hundreds and hundreds of dollars we've been able to send to them this year. And this really only started about the fourth quarter. And that's because of you. Maybe we started about in the third quarter or so, but that's because of you and what you've helped us do on this channel. And it's just a neat thing to be able to give back to the greater community, to the world around us. And some of those that I want to thank, and I try to thank everybody that sends us those. Every once in a while I get behind and I miss one, or it falls through the cracks, and I apologize. That's not intentional, but you guys continue to send stuff. In fact, we just got mail the other day this came from Cul-de-sac, Idaho, and I haven't even opened it yet, guys. It's right here, and there's just a note on here. We're going to leave this one a mystery because I'm going to start listing these here in the next few days, and we're going to have some more ducks showing up in the store. And that's the neat thing. If you've already picked up ducks, there might be a new one that you don't have yet that you like. And this is for the people that might not like birds. So there you go. We might have some duck-adjacent critters showing up. So thanks very much for that. I actually had a massive box show up the other day. Well, I say the other day. It was like a month ago. And I lost the note that came with it. And so if it was from you, please send me a message. I tried really hard to keep the note with it, and at some point in cleaning up, it got lost. And so I feel really badly because one of you out there sent me a whole box, like 4 dozen brand new ducks that you went online and purchased. And then I remember the note, I remember them saying, but I felt like that wasn't enough. So they went on and made a pretty sizable donation to the Gary Sinise Foundation, just as a straight donation. So that's incredible. So if that was you, please send me your name, because I want to thank you, and I feel really badly that I don't have that sitting here, and that got lost. That was incredible. My boy Stones has once again, it's actually in my car. I forgot to bring it in, and it's not open yet, but I think that might be the 3rd batch of ducks that you've sent over here, Chris. Thanks for that. That's phenomenal. We actually got a box that I've just finished listing from Grams and Pop's Vintage Shop. They enclosed a couple of stickers as well. These are really cool stickers. I might have a bin for these to go on. That's really cool. So Grams and Pop's sending some over, and one of them that they sent, I'm going to put this one up for auction, actually, just because it's fun. And we'll donate a big chunk of that to the Gary Sinise Foundation. But this is the first that we've had like this. We get all sorts of different ducks, and stuff like that. But this guy, I mean, I think he's he's a Dracula-looking duck, right? But it's not the typical bathtub duck. This is like one of those stress ball ducks. Watch this. You ready for this? I got to cover the bottom for it to work right. Come on. You squeeze him and his eyes come out. So that's a lot of fun. We're going to put this little guy up for auction just because. And so I just finished. Actually, those military ducks that just sold, those came from Grams and Pops. That was part of those that they sent. So there's some more of them in there from them. I've got ducks everywhere. We're always getting duck mail. And like I said, I just wanted to thank you guys. The reselling community is phenomenal. There are the crotcheties out there. There's a few Ebenezer Scrooges out there in the reseller world, just like in any niche of the world. But by and large, you guys are just very caring, very giving, very loving people. And so thank you so much for the support that you've shown for our charity, and through the ducks like that, and just for me, for my family, for the channel, at the risk of just turning this thing sappy and ruining my rep, right? I really appreciate you, and you've helped change the lives of my family members, and it's been neat to watch this thing grow, and we hope to continue to grow throughout the coming years, and I expect many of you will be a part of that. So thank you so much from my family to yours, to your loved ones. Have a fantastic Christmas. We'll see when we're back with videos. I'll try to get back and get you a garage sale video. I know I still have some straggling video from the summer, so we'll see if we can't get you a garage sale video here soon. And I guess at that point, that's when we'll see you. Bye, guys.